Welcome back to Painting and Decorating, the big job, part 4. There was only going to be 3 parts, but I decided to do a 4th part. It didn't go to plan, so what I did think I'd show you some of the stuff that I used on the job, but I will cover a lot more of what I did on the painting side of it in some videos coming up. So let's have a look over this stuff. Starting off, when you do any job, you've got all the preparation side of things. One of the most important things for the preparation is a really good dust mask, you know, because there's nothing worse than ending up with a bad chest halfway through a job. Another thing on that is gloves. Always make sure you got some gloves. You've got cleaning products which are really good. Sugar soap and this universal degreaser. You've also got mould stop sprays to get rid of the mould. Sometimes I use white spirit as a degreaser. So you've got bin bags you need and scrapers. Get rid of all the paper first, all the muck, wipe all the woodwork down, clean everything up. And as you're going round, you're always checking over things, what's loose, where there's a crack, even raking bits out as you're going, sanding really rough parts if you can. You know, you try and do everything in a little area as you're moving along, because in the long scheme of things it saves time to spend that extra 5 minutes in an area and not have to go back to that area to deal with something, or you come across it again and you have to get that tool out to do that again. So then once you've got that done, you've got the filling side of things, and also sealing the plaster in certain areas, and then making sure all your fillers are sealed, because when you start putting your lining paper on, you don't want the paste soaking straight into the plaster and drying out too quick. So I use a diluted PVA, so I've been using this stuff recently. It's okay. So on your preparation side, again, you've got your pseudo foam, gap filling foam. You always need newspaper with that, gloves, safety glasses, open a window, good ventilation. You can even wear a decent mask to help with the volatile organic compounds and all that. Some other good fillers, that one there, undercoat plaster, that's for really deep holes, that. And then you've got the polyfiller to top them up, sorry. This one, what I was about to say, top tip, is for round windows on the exterior. You know, the window usually gets a lot of damp around the bottoms, and this filler I've found is perfect, because this filler is perfect for the job. Durable, waterproof filler. It says outdoor repairs, but perfect for near the exterior, you know, the window, around the bottoms where it gets all the water gathering. Another good filler is this 2-pack Ronseal wood filler. I have to use that because I changed all the furniture on the windows, and there were certain areas that needed filling quickly, so that's what I used. Good stuff. Right, so once you've got over the filling side of things, you're down then to putting lining paper on. Now, some of the walls, a couple of the walls above the frieze and the window wall, I put insulation paper on. I've not got that here. So you use a special adhesive with that as well. But then for the rest of the job, I used Solvay for a lot of the walls and the ceiling. But for the exterior wall, I used a ready mixed paste for that. That's the lining paper I used. It's good stuff. Again, tape measure, snap blade, scissors, paper hanging brush. You don't need a plumb bob for this. You just need a spirit level, because horizontal on the walls. The ceiling, you do need a string to string the line across, but not a plumb bob, just a long piece of string. You got your bucket and your paste brush. Oh yeah, moving on to some of the paints actually. People ask me, how do I keep my brushes for my bin primer? Some people say they throw the brushes away after using bin primer. But the top tip is get a container like this and put some methylated spirits in it, and you can keep your brushes in this. Let's just have a look at those. I've even got a roller in there somewhere, and they're nice and soft, so it's just ready to go, that, if I ever need it in the bin primer. So perfect for that. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff. Now, my brush is synthetic. I do have pure bristle as well. That's one of my best ones, that, for cutting in all the fine parts around windows, all the trim. Good brush, that. On the paint side of things, Leyland fast drying satin, pure brilliant white. But what I found, if you're going over gloss, you're always better with an undercoat first. In fact, basically, oil-based paint, you're generally better with an undercoat first over it before you put a water-based paint on top. Sometimes it just skids about, so you're better off with an undercoat so it grips better. Ew. I think I've covered a lot there, you know, different tools, wood scraper, Stanley knife, pincers, any nails, bits and bobs, cloths, sanding block, and then your full kit of tools. Everything in there that you might need. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed that little talk through the materials there. That was just helping me get back into the swing of things. Now, my next video is going to be on about lining walls and ceilings, and how to actually paste the paper, the lining paper or paper, and how to fold it, because believe it or not, in the past I have actually lined walls, or should I say I've papered walls horizontally with striped paper. Yeah, it looked quite good, to be fair. So yeah, join me in the next video. See you next time.